So
Go ahead.
I can't say those things. So as the so now people have started slinging mud on
People
our
have started
schools
slinging mud. Ah, yes,
because
yes, yes. Because Gotabaya Rajapaksa is an old boy of Anand
Anand and
College. Mahindra is
Mahindra
an old
Rajapaksa
boy
is
of Nalanda.
Anand. So I saw a photo, funny post. Uh, President is Anandian, uh, Prime
Prime
Minister is
Minister is an
Nalandian.
Nalandian.
Then separate.
Is it happy now? Is it happy now?
Is it happy now?
Then what else?
Mm, so what's about that war? I couldn't watch news today, yesterday.
I
Is
think
there
uh, I think the Russian army is closing. They are nearing to Kyiv now. They are on the verge of capturing Kyiv. And today I saw news that I can't remember the name of that city. The mayor, it is the mayor of that city. I can't remember the name of that city. The mayor of that city is said to have been abducted by Russian army. And America, Joe Biden, the American president, has said that they may not launch any attack against Russia. But at the same time, I think in the same speech, he has said that uh, if America had to launch any attack against Russia, definitely the third world war will be. That means now Russia now. That means now America must be eyeing. They must be eyeing and they must be trying to do something so that they can start the third world war.
I think United States is uh, yeah, I think afraid of China because Russia and China is our best friend. So I think they may thinking if they attack Russia, China will give the return.
Yes. If any country launch any attack against Russia, China and North Korea will come for their support. Now, I think still Russia is not afraid of uh, being losing their income sources, their international market. The reason is they have already found the Chinese market. They have Chinese market. China is a big market. They have a close connection with the Chinese market. So if they lose now the USA and many countries have already imposed sanctions and they have already banned importing goods from China. So still Russia is not afraid of that, of not afraid of that effect economic effect. The reason is they have already captured Chinese market. They have very strong financial connections with Chinese market. And if any country launches any attack against Russia, both China and North Korea are waiting to pre-attack.
So I heard something. I don't know whether this will happen. Uh, if Russia lose this war
Mhm.
against Ukraine, Russia is going to attack every capital in every country. Nuclear
Maybe.
sites. It's like Maragini Marino.
Suicide attack.
It's like suicide attack. Uh, so and I think Russia has the highest number of nuclear weapons. They have more than 5,000.
Mm.
5,500.
Yes. The
Yes.
total number of nuclear weapons that Russia have is bigger than the total nuclear weapons that whole NATO countries have. Right?
I think the second country is United States.
United States. Yes.
Uh, and Pakistan has 111, as I remember. So
Mm.
India has 90 or
Yes, Pakistan is militarily more powerful than India. Although India is bigger than Pakistan, but uh, India is afraid of Pakistan because they have a strong military power, right? And the other thing is, did you see the Ukrainian dead civilians, the dead bodies of people, Ukrainian people being buried? Right now, the Russian army, the Russian media has revealed that the number of civilians who are dead is bigger than the number of dead Ukrainian soldiers. The main reason for that is now Ukrainian soldiers have started to use civilians as a shield, as a human shield. Most of the Russian soldiers are hidden behind civilians. So once Russia launches any attack, firstly before the Ukrainian army, the civilians are going to be attacked. That's why many civilians are dying. And yesterday I saw on news that when they are dead, I saw thousands of dead bodies of civilians were being buried, right? And it is said that so far more than 12,000 Russian soldiers have been killed. And yesterday I saw on news that the most dangerous sniper in the world has come to Ukraine from Canada to support the Ukrainian army. The most dangerous sniper has come to Ukraine, and he has taken the lives of many front leaders. I think high rank officials of Russian army who are in the front line. Right.
So I think Russia gave some break to elope from the country to the Ukraine people.
Yes, ceasefire. It's a ceasefire period or something, no?
So,
to allow the civilians to go to secure place or
yeah,
to leave the country.
yeah, and so if civilians hadn't left the country yet, they will definitely be killed by
They will
Russia.
be killed. And did you see the young boy? I think about 7 or 8 years old boy who had gone
Yeah,
1,000 kilometers on a train.
1,500.
5 kilometers on a train alone.
Yes, I think he has gone to what is the country? Czechoslovakia or something.
Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Right. Miss Pravina has come. Miss Pravina, is it happy now? Are you happy now with the economy?
I can't believe this man. There is a huge war in our country too.
Huge what? Yes, huge economic war.
Huge war.
Hmm.
To live.
Hmm.
We have to escape from here.
We'll have to escape. We have to go out of this country, leave this country.
Leave this country. Otherwise, we have to come to the road with children.
Yes, now today I also shared some posts. Now people have started sharing posts, but we can't see anyone actively doing this. Now sharing posts on Facebook or sharing status is not enough. Someone should actively start this. Now
I think people, those guys see what the reaction of people. Expecting Yamuda like that. I think that no, earlier they didn't post that kind of post earlier. Now they are posting Palaya. Like that me. Most of us saying Palaya. Like that. So he has to go. Because we can't suffer. Lots of people suffering now. These people can't bear this food. The bread is increased by 30 rupees.
30 rupees. Now price of a loaf of bread is 110 rupees.
Then how can live the poor people? How can eat? Now no place to eat. No fuel, no gas, no medicine. Everything no. So they have to leave now.
No, they will never leave. They must be driven away. Once someone feels the real taste of this corrupted money, real taste of power and money, they will never leave. They must be driven away. That's why we keep requesting people, please come to the road now, please come to your nearest town, start protesting, and something will happen. But the thing is, most people are still afraid of coming to the front. Most people are afraid of giving leadership. So they are afraid that they can be abducted or taken to CID and drastic actions can be taken. But at this moment, there is no use of waiting. Now our patience limit has exceeded. Now we have exceeded our limit of patience. Right now, everyone, not only men, women, educated people, uneducated people, right? Despite of despite of gender, religion, nationalities, everyone should come to it because all the people are affected now, right? Then what
Yes,
else?
I saw there is a video on FB. He's an actor. I can't remember the name. He's saying, Gotabe's son, please ask your father to come to America.
Come to America. If you
America
can't,
with Basil.
with Basil, the ugly
With
American.
Basil, they have to go there. What is the doing this? The people actually now, I think people has to come to road and straightly go to the parliament and put a bomb there.
Now,
Otherwise,
yes.
actually, I wish next time in 2025, General Fonseca has to be an apekshaki.
He must be a candidate. He must.
Yes, he can do it, and this country needs a military law, not this kind of law. That is not good for this country. People has to read, and I also saw today video. The gas lorry came to the police station and they gave the driver gave to gas to the police station. This is unfair, no? Very unfair, no?
Unfair.
People are waiting. There are long queues. So they have to give to the normal people, no, not the police stations.
And a man protested against is seated on the road.
Yes. Then he seated in front of the lorry and blame a lot. Nobody talks. Nobody talks. Then that the lorry goes to the place, right place.
And did you see another incident that there was a long queue in front of a gas station? I can't remember the area. Someone, Angurankita or somewhere. Some policemen of that police station came to that gas point in 2-3 wheelers to take gas cylinders, right? And now those people, the civilians, the people had been waiting there for hours, right? But those policemen came in uniforms and they jump up the line. They jump up the line and went to buy when they were trying to when they were about to buy gas cylinders. People protested, people shouted them, and people hooted them. But they didn't take it to order. They just took the gas cylinders into 3 wheelers and went.
Yes, even when I was in that queue, I told you yesterday, last week. Even on that day, a person from Army soldier and Air Force, Tri Forces, I think they are police, Army and Navy. So they didn't wait in the queue. So they came and talked with the guy who maintained the stop and told him to keep 3 gas cylinders without selling them.
It's you can call it misusing of the uniform.
Yeah, seriously.
Misusing of the uniform.
This has to change.
Actually, it's very unfair. It's very unknown. Uniform can be used now. If they needed to buy gas cylinders, the police canteen of the police station or canteen of the army camp, cylinders can be taken. There is no need of waiting in the queue. They can jump up the queue and get cylinders. It's for their common purpose. But in these incidents, they were not buying for the station. They were buying cylinders for the usage of their houses. Right. So what they should have done is they should have called that gas point and asked them to keep some cylinders and go from the back door and collect them. But instead of doing that, what they did was they just went from the front door, jump up the line and bought while people were protesting. It's very unfair, and those things were recorded. They were broadcast on TV and social media. It's very unfair. It's like now these are the ones who are disgracing, insulting the uniform by misusing it. Right. They could have
at that time, take a digger pollak and
just take a long pole should be taken and given a huge blow on the head. Give a huge blow on the head. Then what else, Mr. Ravin, any news? You can say something now. Mr. Madhura Kalmit and I have been talking for nearly 1 hour. So you are the one who came late. You can say something. You can take your turn and
Those days I am expecting the grade 5 exam result.
yes.
Sat
Did
for the
any
exam.
did any child of yours sit for the exam?
Yes, my daughter sat for the exam, but they said today they will
Tonight.
release
Tonight.
tonight. But now they say not tonight. After 2 days, they will release the results. There are some issues of the exam. The paper is most parents are saying paper is very difficult. Actually, it is difficult, but there
First
is a
paper was easy. No.
first paper.
First paper or second paper, which was difficult.
First paper is very difficult, very difficult.
Essay.
But second paper is easy. But the first paper is very quality paper. It's very good paper, very standard paper. But it's very difficult. Children has to think and write. But if, so this time I think we can judge who are the best kids.
In the last year I think there were 10 students who had scored 200 out of 200.
Last week paper very easy.
Last year.
Easy. But
This time, the education department make this paper difficult.
But according to the past papers, I saw some past papers. But all the past papers same like that. Same like that. And some of parents are arguing this paper is difficult. Actually, it's difficult. But if the kids think on theory, not the shortcut. If somebody try to do in shortcuts, that paper can't do. We have to learn theory well. If we learn theory well, then we can write that paper.
Now, what I was saying earlier is that sometimes with this time scholarship exam results, the next national problem can be created.
Yes. Actually, it can get when cutoff mark release, then it is a big issue.
Now, for example, cutoff mark can be taken up to 185, 190 marks like that. So if a child who has scored 185 marks will be considered as failed.
Yes.
Right. So a national problem can be created. Then parents and children will come to roads. They will start protesting, agitating. Then the government can make the next national issue and take the previous problems under the carpet.
Yes. Doing
I
that.
feel that sometimes something like that will happen.
Yes. Now these days the most of guys not talking about corona.
Now people have forgotten corona. Now actually the reason now even the health minister says that now the daily number of patients, daily recording patients has gone down. It hasn't gone down. The thing is antigen tests are not done.
Not
Right.
done.
Antigen tests are not done. And even today I saw a live carnival on Sirius TV in the evening. There were thousands of people for a musical show for carnival. Thousands of people were dancing and enjoying. I don't know whether they know the fuel price has increased or not. They were enjoying and they were wearing masks, but there was no social distancing. They didn't follow any precautions. They were just dancing and enjoying. So there can be another cluster by New Year, right? And
I saw there is a video of FB Disanaga. He is saying this the fuel price is increased due to the people going trips and going here and there. What a joke! Actually, why these people vote to this kind of people? Very foolish people, no? And the Rohit Abhay is saying the fuel price of Italy is more than 500. So they are
per capita income
more than 5 lakhs. So then they don't have problem of the fuel price because their income, consider their income, they don't have problem. what is this actually? When we vote to go parliament, we have to see what are the qualifications he have. And I think when someone elected some candidate, they have a degree for
At least they must have A-level qualifications. Let's take a degree aside, at least a diploma or A-level qualifications.
A-level qualification. These kind of schools never go to the parliament.
So they should never be sent to the parliament.
Actually, we don't have. Actually, we have to blame ourselves, not them, because we vote. No, we vote.
We are the ones. We are the ones who voted them.
So they our fault is ours, not theirs.
Not theirs. Now, if you had listened to the speeches delivered by intellectual politicians like SWRD Bandaranaike, then Ugam Nidhisanayake, who are the other UNP leaders, Mr. Madhur? Lalit Tatulak Mudali, right? The speeches of them, DS and like Lalit Mudali, they were nice, they were good intellectuals, and their talks, their speeches were very meaningful. They have something.
They have a good vision.
They had a good vision.
They had a good vision.
And their speeches were full of knowledge
Yes.
and wisdom. Now, when listening to the speeches delivered by current MPs, what do we feel? They can't even speak English, right?
Yes.
They don't. The most of them use filthy words, and
Filthy
most of their
words.
speeches are meaningless, just empty-minded people, right? Now, when a question is raised in the parliament, they just give an answer which is totally out of the box.
On reply.
Right?
And people also respect to them now also. When we talk about Bandar Naika, Lalit Chaturvedi, still people respect them. They are good characters, and they have respect. Now, I saw this pandemic start. All the political programs cancelled, and they get doctors, like the very intelligent guys came to the programs. And when they talk, and actually it's very interesting to listen.
Interesting, and those speeches are worth listening to. They are worth listening to. They are worth listening to.
And then the politician, when they talk, they're like a cows.
Bulls.
If something asked, gave different answer.
I have heard that when foreign diplomats, foreign ministers, presidents, ambassadors, and other foreign diplomats who came to Sri Lanka to meet SWRD Bandaranaike when he was the prime minister, they used to bring a lot of dictionaries and other books before they came before him. Before meeting him, because Mr. Bandaranaike was so fluent in English, and he used to talk Oxford English. He was a graduate of Oxford, or what's the other campus?
Cambridge,
Oxford or Cambridge, right? So he studied there for years. So he was so fluent in English that the other foreign ambassadors and foreign diplomats, foreigners, right? Being foreigners, they used to bring dictionaries and other valuable books to prepare their speeches before meeting him. They were so fluent in English. Now if you had listened to the Basil Rajapaksa's talk, Kaputa's talk,
Kaputa seat the plane.
Now being an American citizen, see how poor English he has.
Yes.
He used to live in USA for years, right? Now, yet their English has not improved.
Yes, my problem is what had he done being in United States?
No, even Hirunika Premachandra and now many people who know about them have revealed that about their jobs they used to do there. Basil Rajapaksa is said to have done, I think, a ticket issuing job. He is someone who had issued tickets in a highway or somewhere, right? And Gotabaya Rajapaksa had used to work in a petrol jet in the USA, right? Now a person who issued tickets in a highway in the USA became the finance minister of Sri Lanka.
But I think when we think about, I don't have a problem his job, because when we think about the owner of the Navalaka hospital, he also a simple man, but become as a good businessman with his knowledge. So the whatever he did, not effect to the his present situation, but if that Navaloka
The chairman of
chairman
Navaloka.
of the Navaloka hospital, if he can come to this level, so I think
if he could come to this level, being an uneducated person, he was an uneducated person.
So
Why can't?
Why can't these people can do?
No, this can be done. They can do this. This can be done. The thing is, they are not ready to do this. They are not ready to do this.
Yes,
right?
And Melbourne chairman of Melbourne, chairman of Tilakavardhana. They are doing their businesses very. Those are very successful businessmen. No, all are successful businessmen. So job is not effect to our current situation, and some of time education also not affected. Now, so they come to this level without education, no? Without education, they have used their brain.
But they had a good financial literacy. Financial literacy and moola saksarata.
Yes.
Financial literacy.
Yes, they have a good financial literacy.
To have a good financial literacy, it's not essential to be a graduate, or it's not essential to go to university.
Yes.
We can learn it by life experience.
Yes. They go to that experience.
Now, those successful business, most of those successful business, even Dhammika Pirra, they are not graduates.
Yes.
They started their business from the scratch, from the payment, from the scratch. See how now recently I saw an interview of Dhammika Pirra on YouTube. He's the richest businessman, number one businessman in Sri Lanka, and the owner of many business groups. Being the number one businessman, being the richest businessman in the country, he said that I saw it on the YouTube thumbnail of that video. Even if he sees a cent on the ground, he will bend down and pick it up. That means he respects money. Now, if we see a 1 rupee or 2 rupee coin on the ground, we may not bend down and pick it up. But being the number one businessman, the richest businessman in the country, if he sees 1 cent on the ground, he would not hesitate to bend down and pick it up. That's called financial literacy, and they know the value of money. The person who knows the real value of money can become a rich person, right? However rich you are, if you doesn't know, if you don't know the value of money, someday you can become a poor person or a beggar.
Yes, Harry Jayawardena also same like he's a good person. Harry Jayawardena.
I will try to search that video and send the link to you, the WhatsApp group. He says even if he sees a cent, 1 cent on the ground, he will never hesitate to bend down and pick it up. Right. Okay. Kalmit, Mr. Madhur, you can say something.
Actually, Sri Lankan people since 16, 70 decades ran behind their personal character. They did not run behind the national policy. That's why Sri Lanka facing the situation.
Yes, one of the biggest reason for this situation is Sri Lanka doesn't have a national policy.
Yes.
Now our closest neighbor, India, has a national policy. USA has a national policy. When a country has a national policy, the biggest advantage is that even if the governments keep changing, the country's policy is not changed. Now here what happens is whenever the governments change, whenever the government changes, the country's policies also change depending on their party policies. So the country runs on party policies, not on the on a national policy.
National policy.
That's why our country stagnates every day, remains the same place without going forward. Right, Kalvi?
More than India, I think, although they have a national policy, and I think Sri Lanka is good because although I think I'm not respecting any government when Sri was in Sri Lanka, and I think Sri Lanka is comparing when we compare Sri Lanka to India, Sri Lanka is better than India because
yes, Sri Lanka is way better than India. Although Sri Lanka is geographically small, Sri Lanka is way better than India. We have a variety in our climate, right? We have water, all the natural resources are there, right? So having such a blessed country, so now see where we are.
yes, but I'm not talking. So India has the high. I think India is the second highest country with billionaires. I think there are 5 billionaires in India. So although they have 5 billionaires, so in Sri Lanka there are no many billionaires, only million. I think Dhammika Perera is not a billionaire. So Sri Lanka is a well-developed, not a well-developed country, somewhat developed country more than India. Because when we take the area like Chennai,
the total population of Chennai may be 2-3 times bigger than our total population, whole population.
Our badminton coach said when they were in Chennai, they used to go travel by taxis, and when they get down from the taxi, they had searched around what
a nasty country this is.
Because yes, he said people going toilet in the main road.
Yes, most people, even in town areas, urban areas, people used to defecate and urinate in public on either side of the road.
Yes, I think so. When they talk, I think they have a space station like NASA. And
Can you remember? Soon after the war in 2009, the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Jayalalitha Jayaram, recently she passed away. Jayalalitha Jayaram is a good supporter of LTTE, right? She delivered a speech in their meeting, in their assembly, that I think she emphasized in her talk that they will definitely form Elam kingdom, in Sri Lanka. So at that time, Mahinda Rajapaksa was the president. Mahinda Rajapaksa said, before establishing Elam in Sri Lanka, you may construct some toilets in your state for your people.
My mother also said they are doing that. She has been to India. She told me there are a lot of farms in India. They have many lands they are cultivating. Women's cultivating with kids. They don't go to schools. And India is a හරිම අපිරිසිදු රටක්ලු.
Yes, it's a very dirty country.
Dirty country, and people also very dirty people. Like that.
When it comes to a place like Mumbai, New Delhi, so it's good. Even in Sri Lanka, when it comes to Colombo, Kandy and those places, it's same to Mumbai and New Delhi, but when it comes to Chennai, there is no place like Chennai in Sri Lanka.
Have you watched the movie, Hindi movie Toilet Ek Prem Katha? Where Akshay Kumar stars?
No.
Akshay Kumar is the main character. The film is Toilet Ek Prem Katha. Right? That film is about the women, Indian women, who are not fortunate enough to use toilets. right? Indian women, they don't have toilets in bathrooms or toilets in their houses. So early in the morning, at about 3:30 or 4 in the morning, the women in the village get together. They take lanterns and go to the nearest jungle to defecate, right? So Akshay Kumar is also from a family like that. His father is an utter Brahmin. Brahmin. So they are utter Brahmin. They have very strict principles. They think they they worship gods, and they have very strict principles about their gods. So his father is an utter Brahmin, and he hates constructing a toilet in the house. So what they do is they defecate uh, in open areas, either in jungles or in open areas. They don't have toilets. So when Akshay Kumar was about to bring a bride, when he was about to get married and bring a bride, he had a big problem that there wasn't a toilet in his house. So Akshay Kumar fought his father. He fought his father, and ultimately he constructed a toilet inside a bathroom or something inside the house. So when father came home, he had constructed a toilet. Akshay Kumar was away from house. He was in the shop, or he was away from house. So when Akshay Kumar came home, when he returned home, father had destroyed. He had he had right. He had destroyed the toilet. He has summoned some people, and he had taken the toilet down. Right. And however, he got married, and uh, at the nuptial night, on the nuptial night, the honeymoon night, the wife came to know that there is no toilet in the house. So she left home. She left home and she went to her mother's house, and she threatened Akshay Kumar that until you construct a toilet, I would not come to your house. You may find the movie and watch it. Very interesting movie. That the message given by that movie is about the hardships and difficulties that Indian people undergo due to lack of toilets and hygiene facilities, especially Indian women. Now, in that movie, they show when some women go to jungles to defecate in the morning, they are raped by gang of men. So I have heard that in every minute, in every 1 minute or in every 2 minutes, number of Indian girls are gang raped when they go to jungles, outside areas to defecate or urinate. It's a tragedy. So also one of the biggest social issues in India. Yet some people are still stick to their Brahmin ideas, and they never construct toilets in bathrooms or toilets in their houses.
Yes, how they talk,
Hmm?
how India talks.
Yes, see the way they talk. What they want is to form another state in other countries. Yet they
Yes,
have failed. Yet they have failed to construct toilets, give toilet facilities to their citizens. Hmm, right. Time is about 10:30. It's time to end the meeting now.